Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Redhead Boo here with a Disney video, another one. I know, crazy, but yeah. So as part of Helena and Martin's Disney Week series, they did a villains tag, and I mean I wanted to do a tag and a Disney one, but I couldn't really think of one, and then I remembered that they did a villains tag, and villains don't get as much appreciation in the world of Disney, so I thought, why not give them a video? So here's my villains tag. So I've got 13 questions. They're all used from Martin and Helena, so if you want to, guys, go and check out their video and check out this one as well. So without further ado, I will begin. So, who is my favourite villain and why? Okay, so my favourite Disney villain has got to be, I think her name's Mother Gothel, something begins with a G, and it's Rapunzel's mother in Tangled. She is amazing. I absolutely adore her. Just how sassy she is, and her song Mother Knows Best is the best Tangled song, best villain song, definitely, love it. And she's just so evil, and obviously you think, oh, she's not bad, and then you're like, oh, yes she is, when eventually Rapunzel finds out, she's not her real mother, but she's just so evil, but she's just incredible at the same time. I absolutely adore her. Love, great character. Donna Murphy did a fantastic job as her. Tangled is one of my favourite all-time Disney movies, and she's incredible. Love. Right. A villain you would love getting into trouble with. So, okay, this is weird. I would like to get into trouble with Charles Muntz from Up, because he has the blimp, and again he has all of the dogs, and I'm an animal lover, and I love dogs of all shapes, all sizes, love them all, and I feel like that for me would just be my idea of heaven, being on that blimp with all of them dogs. And even though Doug wouldn't be there, it'd still be all of them. And yeah, and I like going on adventures. I like going out into the wild, going on walks, just being really outdoorsy. So I just think I'd like it. So yeah, I'd enjoy it. So that, yeah, Charles Muntz, definitely. A villain's bad side you wouldn't want to get on. Easy. I would hate to get on to Lotso's bad side. I mean, if he can turn Buzz back into a space ranger and make him hate all his friends, what could he do to me? I wouldn't want to get on his bad side, I'm sorry, I just wouldn't. He's terrifying. I think because he's so lovely at the start, and then he turns evil, and it's like, oh, and then you sort of hear from Chuckles about why he's like he is, and it's a bit like, oh, so you had a kid, she lost you, then you got replaced, so now you learn to hate all children for what they've done to you. So he's evil. I don't like him. Well, I do, but I don't. So yeah. Favourite villain quote. Okay, so my favourite villain quote is from Frozen, and it's Hans, because he, again, like Lotso, at the start of the film he seems to be too good to be true, like he's amazing, he's what every girl would dream about, finding someone like him. And then she comes back with a frozen heart, asks to be kissed by him. He looks like he's about to kiss her and save her life. And then he said, "Oh, Anna, if only there was someone out there who loved you." And I remember when I saw the film for the first time, I was like, you horrible human being. He's just horrid. He is. And Disney have done a great job because I hate him. Absolutely hate him. Like, obviously, Love is an Open Door is a song. It's an amazing song. But I don't like him. I've decided I really don't like him. He's horrible. Yeah, I don't like him at all. And then, obviously, Olaf comes in and saves the day because Olaf's amazing. Favourite villain song. My favourite villain song is Be Prepared from the animated version of The Lion King. Not the live action film, because yeah, they didn't get rid of the song, but in a way it sort of ruined the song. But Jeremy Irons is a legend. What he did with the character of Scar just made him truly evil, and the song is incredible. I was in The Lion King myself, so I got to be a part of that, but it's just one of them songs that I love, and yeah, it's my favourite villain song, definitely. Jeremy Irons, what a legend you are. Really are. Love it. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say on that. I just love it. Most relatable villain. In a way, I can sort of relate with Gabby Gabby, because obviously, yeah, when she sort of mentions about the voice box, she sees that Woody has one and she wants to take it. You obviously think, you're so evil. And then when Woody willingly gives it to her, and then he's just great. And I feel like she eventually gets what she wants, and she gets a new owner, and in a way it sort of turns her good, and you sort of see a different side to her, and in a way that's so relatable, because you think, oh yeah, she's really bad, and then she just wants her dream of being able to talk to get a kid. Like, she wants to be played with, she wants to have tea times and get the attention that every toy deserves. So in a way, I found myself sort of feeling sorry for her. I think Disney did a great job with her character. Yeah. Most overrated villain. Okay, so I think the most overrated villain is probably Gaston. Just because, like, I don't know why. I feel like he's just, in a way, I prefer how Luke Evans, I think he's just really annoying. And I think, like, in the live action in 2017, Luke Evans made everyone hate Gaston more than the animated version. And I mean, Luke Evans is just a brilliant actor, so for him to get that role, it's just perfect because he makes him more vain and like he's just annoying and yeah, he's just very annoying, very true to his character, and yeah, he's definitely overrated. Most underrated villain. Okay. I think the most underrated villain has got to be the Wicked Queen in Snow White. Just because, like, whenever you see any of the like villain shows or like villain parades, there isn't really much buzz going on about her, and she's not like your. Well, she is a stereotypical villain because she goes after the damsel in distress with the poison apple and tries to wipe her out because she wants to be the most beautiful, who's like fairest maiden in the world. Like she wants that. And I mean, like all the pantomimes I've ever seen, I do think Snow White's one of my favourites and it always will be. And I mean, I'm seeing Snow White next month and I cannot wait because I do love Snow White a lot. It's a great film. In a way, I sort of don't want it ever to be made into like a live action. I mean, I know they've got Mirror Mirror and Snow White and the Huntsman, but I think because Snow White was sort of out when I was very young, and I do remember like watching the films like Cinderella and Snow White when I was little, and this question does sort of relate onto one further down the line, and so I won't explain why now, I'll just wait for that question. Oh, well, it's the next question, that's handy. So, favourite villain scene in a movie. My favourite villain scene is the transformation of the Wicked Queen in Snow White to the old hag, so she can be let in to obviously try and kill Snow White, like poison her. And I think even though it's not the best quality film, for that year it was really good, and I really like how when she dips the apples in, they come out of all the green stuff and they've got like the eyes on them in a way, and I absolutely adore it. And then she obviously transforms into the old hag, and I mean, she's a beautiful queen, she's stunning, love her. So yeah, I love the Wicked Queen, and it is my favourite scene, villain scene anyway. If you could choose any movie to watch from a villain's perspective, which movie would you choose and what would it be called? Okay, so I would choose to watch Toy Story 2 from the perspective of Emperor Zurg, and I would call it Buzz, I Am Your Father, and it would sort of be about him learning that Zurg is his father, and like going through maybe like Zurg's life, sort of like a life story in a way, to sort of see like maybe not a nicer version of him, but maybe that's the reason why he turned evil and why he turned against Buzz. Maybe we could learn like how they became enemies in a way. That'd be quite cool. So yeah, I feel like it would be about Zurg and Buzz's relationship as father and son. So yeah. Favourite villain merchandise? I don't think I own any merchandise of villains from Disney. No, I don't think I do. But I know that places like Zara and I think Primark might do some like villains merchandise, and I feel like now if I do see any villain merch, then I might look into getting some, because in a way, like, the villains don't really get a lot of time in like Disney films. It's more about the actual like hero and their friends and trying to defeat the villain. So you don't really get much about them, and I feel like it would be quite cool to get more out of a villain. So that's why I think I like films like Maleficent, because it's all about her rather than the hero. Okay, so the next question is least favourite villain. Least favourite villain. Okay, so my least favourite villain, this is probably going to be quite controversial for a few people, but it's Ursula from Little Mermaid. I think because I used to be really scared of her as a kid, and especially that scene where she gets rid of Ariel's voice and then she turns into Ariel to try and marry Eric. And I was a bit like, I know, and like her song isn't really my favourite song, so yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Ursula. Favourite villain sidekick? Easy. My favourite villain sidekick is LeFou. Without a doubt, it's LeFou. Like, I'm gonna say more, like, I like how in the animated version he's quite clumsy and he's a bit thick, but I feel like I prefer the live action LeFou to the animated one, because obviously Josh Gad is amazing. His comedy, just his comedy timing, and like the scene of like the Gaston song is one of my favourites from that film. And like he tries to cheer him up, he tries to like big him up as much as he can, and then if anything it makes Gaston more vain. And yeah, I just love him. And like, because obviously Josh Gad also voices Olaf in Frozen, and his comedy timing's amazing, so LeFou is just brilliant, and he has so many good like moments in Beauty and the Beast, and yeah, I just love it. Okay, so that was my final question of this video. I hope you all enjoyed, because I know it's a lot different to the usual Disney tags I do, but I just wanted to try something a bit different and put a new video out there for you all to enjoy. So if you did enjoy this video, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Turn on the little bell as well, because next Friday I'm going to see Little Mix in Manchester, and I will be vlogging that, and I'll probably upload that vlog on the Saturday, because I'll be back home on the Saturday. And then I'll be going to see Little Mix again in Leeds, front row, so there'll be a vlog coming for that as well. That'll probably go up on the Tuesday, and I'm also on the Tuesday going to be filming a front row experience video. If you would like me to do that, then comment down below. So yeah, I do hope you all enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you very, very soon. This is Redhead Boo signing off. Bye!